Greetings, my name is James, but I am also known as Doragon Kishu, Paladin and Dragon Rider. I just wanted to, I got back to playing D&D a couple months ago, and I'm doing 5e for the first time. And I started doing this Doragon's domain vlog about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Did a bunch of videos, and then I realized it might probably not a bad idea to maybe introduce myself a little bit. As far as gaming, especially. As a teenager, I wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I was really very shy in high school, and I didn't know anybody that played. So I figured the only way I was going to be able to play was to learn how to play myself. I've mentioned this on Twitter and stuff a little bit. So I picked up the basic rules, then the expert rules, and read those. I was never much of a big reader, even though I loved creative writing. I wasn't big into grammar, I wasn't big into reading. I didn't feel like it was a good idea to try to tackle one of those advanced Dungeons and Dragons books. I didn't think I'd get through it. So like I said, I started with the basic and the expert, and then I gradually over time I added in advanced Dungeons and Dragons rules. I had a guy who gave up Dungeons and Dragons because he felt a lot of his it was funny, a lot of his campaigns had a lot of demons and devils in it, and I think he became kind of obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. So he gave me and my brother a bunch of these advanced Dungeons and Dragons books, so that's how I have a bunch of these old ones. And so then later on he wanted them back. But we didn't give them to him because we'd had them for too many years at that point. Anyway, I'll probably just edit this part right out. So I began running games for my brother, his girlfriend, and his best friend, and they were a lot of fun. They went on for several years. Then I didn't play until I was in my 20s. And that was my second main group, was actually a evil or chaotic player characters. So it was a darker group, but it was a lot of fun. That went on for maybe 6 months. Then I didn't play for a while, and then I played in 2006. I started playing World of Warcraft. Played that till through 2011, a little bit here and there after that. But that was really great. So I just come back to the game, and I got the player's manual for 5e, and I really liked the rules. I never really read any of the other new editions beyond Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, so I've kind of just been doing what I usually do. I'm also normally the Dungeon Master. I tried a couple online groups back in 2012, but they didn't end up working out. So what I did is I was working on a web series last year, and there's a guy that I approached about maybe running a dungeon master, or running a game as him as the dungeon master. I didn't really feel like I wanted to jump right into dungeon mastering. I kind of just wanted to be a player. He didn't have time to do homebrew, so I had created a world and told him to call. I forget what I originally called it, but he changed the name anyway. But I created some material, I gave it to him, and then he's changed it into his own thing, and that's what he's been using. So that's been really cool. I'll put a link to that, to what I wrote about that world below. So we've been playing we did our ninth session last night. We normally do one session for 2 hours a week, which isn't quite enough for me, but it's been fun. And then but this week we're actually going to play on Monday and Thursday, which is the first, so we have a 2-day week. And so with Doragon's Domain, mainly I'm looking to continue to demystify being a dungeon master. I know that one of the cool things that happened while I was away from Dungeons and Dragons is that there's been this huge surge of Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe it's largely because of Critical Role. I don't know. I did start watching that a bit, and I really do enjoy it. Either way, I think we have more Dungeons and Dragons being played maybe than ever now. But the other thing is I'm now connected with this Dungeons and Dragons RPG community, which is insane. It's incredible. Everybody is generally, very positive and helpful and friendly, and there's a lot of cool stuff out there that I'm being exposed to in regards to content, in regards to ideas, and meeting some cool people. So that has been a huge find, and something I'm really enjoying. Yeah, but like I said, with Doragon's Domain, just trying to do my Dungeon Master content. Like I said, just doing different things to continue to inspire, hopefully inspire people who want to be a Dungeon Master, but like I said, are a little bit worried about trying it. I'm trying to, like I said, continue to demystify it, as I feel Critical Role is doing. And then I'm also doing my updates for my current group, just to kind of keep, let people know where I'm at in my current Dungeons and Dragon situations, whether I'm DMing or in this case playing. I may or may not continue those updates, I'm not sure, but I will continue to do the Dungeon Master content and other things. But yeah, so I just wanted to introduce myself, and I will see you on Twitter.